What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's take a look at some college basketball picks for Wednesday, March 8th slate. Before we get into our picks tonight, right now, all memberships on our website, bearsprofitplays.com, are half off. For as low as $5 a month, you can get our best plays for the month. We are running the discount for championship week in college basketball and the start of March Madness. So you only have 2 weeks to take advantage of this deal. Go get yourself a membership and let's keep winning. All right, let's look at our picks from last night. Trey, start us off.
Yes, I had the Fighting Marises, and I'm watching them right now on my phone. Do not copyright strike me, ESPN. I am shooting for the stars here. Maris is up 8 points with 3 minutes left. I had them plus 1.5. I called for the greatest run in March Madness history. This was step 1 of like 18. They're going to pull it off. Watch and learn. Patrick Gardner is going to be holding up the trophy here soon.
Yeah, I had Georgia Tech against Florida State money line early. This game was brutal to watch for me until the last 10 minutes. Georgia Tech had been battling all game, and they finally tied it up with about 3 minutes left in the game. They got down by 5 again with 1:40, hit a big three on their next possession, got a big defensive stand, made another shot. Then with 20 seconds left, had a great defensive stand once again, and they missed the dunk with 3 seconds left, but the putback gets a foul called with 0.2, and he hits one of the 2 free throws, missed the second one on purpose. The spread was minus 1.5, but we had money line. Felt really good to get a win that way. Georgia Tech money line. You can ask these guys the video, and I was not speaking English. I was so happy whenever he made the first free throw. Actually, when he got fouled, I was overjoyed. So I'm glad Georgia Tech got the win. Teats?
I had St. Peter's versus Fairfield. I think I took Fairfield -3. I told you guys in the video last time I faded Fairfield the last 2 games. I took anything with them, and I should have listened to myself right then, knowing that I should have faded them again. The first half was actually pretty competitive, but at one point, St. Peter's started taking off in the second half, and I literally said, F my life, I'm done watching this game. And I decided that I wasn't going to look at anything until the end of the game, hoping that maybe there was a comeback. 70-52, that's not quite of a comeback. They lost by 18. I hate my life.
All right, guys, let's move on to our picks tonight. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and whoever does our graphics is a stooge. It should be 0 for 0, not 0 for 1 for me. My bad on that one. It's going to be 1-0. Maris is going to pull it off. But let's go forward till tonight. I'm going to be Ohio State at Wisconsin. Big Ten Conference tournament just kicked off, and I'm super pumped to kind of see how it, ends up being, because this is probably the best conference in college basketball, and I feel like a lot of these teams can win. So I'm pretty excited to talk about this game. And Wisconsin finds himself right on the bubble of making the tournament. They're going to need at least a couple wins in this conference tournament to kind of leave a good impression on the committee's mind. Meanwhile, Ohio State is going to have to win the Big Ten more than likely, because they are not a very good team. They've lost 8 out of their last 10 games heading into this game. So we're just going to have to see which Buckeye team shows up. The Buckeyes are going to be without their number 3 scorer in Zed Key. Key is averaging 10.8 points per game and 7.5 rebounds per game. So that's a big part of their offense and rebounding that's going to be out. Key is out for the remainder of the season with a shoulder injury. But Wisconsin is heading into this game at full strength with nobody listed on their injury report. And these two teams have only played once this season, and it was at Ohio State. Wisconsin won that game by 5 points and covered that game by 12.5 points. That game was even played with a healthy Key, and the Badgers still got a really good road win in Columbus. But I'm going to be looking at the backcourt combo of Chuck Hepburn and Connor. Stay with me here. Connor Essegian. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but that's my best guess, to dominate in this game just like they did in Columbus earlier this season. Those two combined for 32 points in their road win in Columbus. And Wisconsin has been great this season playing in their neutral site. They're 3-1 straight up in those games, 4-0 ATS. So I love Wisconsin here. Give me them plus the points at plus 2.5. The line just doesn't make any sense, so I'm going to be taking the bait here with the Wisconsin Badgers as dogs here. The Badgers are the second best team defensively in the Big Ten. Meanwhile, Ohio State finds himself all the way down there at the bottom as 10th best defensive team when it comes to points per game allowed. And here is my favorite trend for this game. Ohio State is 2-12 ATS in their last 14 games following a loss. Give me the Badgers here.
Yeah, Trey, watching the Big Ten tournament and the Big 12 tournament will be more entertaining than the NCAA tournament. Both those conferences are going to be great to watch. I'm very excited about that play. I will be watching that game. But for my play tonight, I would go with the Colorado State versus Fresno State game. I'm going to take Colorado State here money line. They open -1. Just like how I didn't mess with Georgia Tech game, I won't mess with this game either. Just take the money line. Colorado State is coming into this Mountain West tournament with momentum. They got a massive win against New Mexico in their last game at home, and they looked good doing it. They scored 92 points in that game on their way to an 8-point win. Colorado State rattled off 2 wins in the last 3 games, and I think they advanced in the first round of the Mountain West tournament today. They also match up very well with Fresno State. They swept Fresno State in the regular season, beating them 60-57 on the road on February 18th, and then beating them at home 79-57. It's always hard to beat a team 3 times in a season, but I think Colorado State is up for the challenge. Fresno State has the worst offense in conference this season, scoring just 63 points per game. They do have a solid defense, allowing 65.6 points per game, but we've already seen that Colorado State can score against this team, scoring 79 at home and then 60 on the road. This is a neutral site, so anything is possible. It should be a great game, but I will back the better offense in this one. I'm taking Colorado State money line for my pick. Teats?
Guys, I think I might have something stuck in my throat. Let me Mac. So it's the MAAC. I can't stop talking about them, even if I pick the wrong game sometimes. I'm falling in love with this conference so far this year. But specifically, I'm taking the guys that I've covered a lot this year, and I'm taking the Mount St. Mary's versus Iona game. You may actually not see it right now on FanDuel. I'm about to be dropping you guys some knowledge on what I think the spread is going to be when it does get dropped either later tonight or tomorrow. So just kind of bear with me. Iona. When last time they played at home in Iona, they were favored by -16. And when they were on the road at Mount St. Mary's, they were -9.5 on the road. They won the first game 81-51 at home. They won 80-68. That does mean they covered both. I believe because we're dealing with a conference tournament, lots of games being played, and Iona honestly didn't even look that good against Rider. I think that Iona is going to open -10.5 in a neutral court setting. Here's the deal. We're looking at the Hercules Tires MAAC quarterfinal. I don't even have to talk much about Walter Clayton or Nelly Jr. Joseph or Dennis Jenkins. One of the 3 will always go off. Oh, here we go. We see it now. They are -13.5. I was a little off. I would still take it. I would take them up to 16.5. I don't care about neutral court. They are balling. They are one of the best teams in their conference. They are the best team in their conference, and they are one of the teams that I would be absolutely terrified to see on my side of the bracket come March Madness. Here's the deal, though. They will see probably the best Mount St. Mary's team they've ever seen this season. We're in the conference games. Mount St. Mary's is playing for their life, and there's nothing else to do but try to do the best you can at this point, because the worst thing that happens is you lose, whatever. There's no risk to losing for them. Iona, it's going to be kind of embarrassing to lose, especially from the wins that they've had this year. For Mount St. Mary's, Jalen Benjamin, he's averaging 16 points a game, and Dakota LeFew, 13 points a game. So specifically in their last game, Iona scored 46, but also gave up 46 points in the second quarter against Rider. It made it a really close game, really fun game to watch, really fun second half to watch. But they could not get a stop defensively. Mount St. Mary's, though, they scored 35 points in the second half to force an overtime. They had a comeback against Canisius. And let me tell you, the overtime game was electrically awful. Mount St. Mary's scored 6 points. Canisius scored 5. That is a 1-point win if you need me to do the math for 6 over 5. So Mount St. Mary's, they're playing with their hearts, but just on a talent level, they cannot compare. So give me Iona -13.5, and I will take them as high as -16.5. I believe this is going to be one more blowout fashion as Iona gets ready for the next matchup down the road.
All right, guys, that'll do it for our college basketball picks and predictions. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.